What if I told you that your body can reach an emotional breaking point because of the way you've died, sometimes very brutally, in other lives? That might sound impossible, but once you understand how the body carries memory through energy, it starts to make sense. In one of my recent Higher Self Hypnosis sessions, my client had just finished seeing a lifetime where she died from being poisoned. It wasn't violent, but that betrayal and shock of that death left a residue, and that residue was still alive in her body today. So I asked her higher self, does that lifetime where she was poisoned have any impact on her now? Her higher self said yes. It's like a leftover density of distrust. The body feels it needs to remind her that not everyone is trustworthy and that the world isn't always safe. The soul doesn't believe that, but the body does. Then it said something that really got my attention. There are pockets of heaviness in her body, things that are trying to protect her. Those pockets weren't fat or random weight gain, her higher self said. They were memories, energetic imprints from lifetimes where her body had suffered or died painfully. The higher self explained that every single way she had ever died was being held somewhere inside her, in her neck, in her belly, and in her heart. Little reminders her body left behind to say, don't forget what happened. Don't be too trusting. Don't let it happen again. And then the real story came out. Her higher self showed one of her earliest lives, a life as a very young Vietnamese girl who had been captured and brutally tortured. As that little girl, she didn't know it was okay for her to leave her body. She endured the torture. She didn't know she would continue after death, so she stayed far longer than she should have, believing that enduring it was the only way to survive. That single choice changed everything. From that point on, the body made up its mind, so to speak, about the soul. It believed the soul is out for itself, that it isn't concerned about what goes on in the body. The body decided, if the soul doesn't have my back, then I'll protect myself. I'll do whatever I have to do to stay safe. So in this lifetime, that memory still plays out. It holds weight on her like armor. It slows her down. It says, if I stay heavy, maybe this time we'll survive. During the session, her higher self began healing that fracture. It showed her lying on a table while her spirit council gently lifted out heaviness like bricks being removed from deep within the body. Each one carried a memory, a fear, or a death. And as they lifted each brick out, they said, it doesn't matter why it's here. We can just take it out. Then the higher self brought that little girl and her present day body face to face. The little girl said, I'm sorry. I didn't know I could leave. I didn't know I would go on. And the body, tired from lifetimes of holding pain, finally forgave her. It took a dark, coal-like energy that it had been clutching for centuries in her root chakra and gave it back to Creator. In its place, golden light began to fill every cell. Most people ask, how could this body possibly remember what happened in other bodies? But here's how. The body is built from the same soul energy that's been with you through every lifetime. When the soul returns, it brings an energetic memory or a blueprint of what it has endured and what it still needs to heal. That blueprint quietly shapes your sensitivities, your fears, and even your physical patterns. So while this physical body is new, the energy that animates it has carried the memory all along. It's like water being poured into a new glass. The container changes, but the essence is the same. That's why when the higher self and spirit council cleared those lifetimes of pain, her body instantly felt lighter, because the body isn't separate from the soul's story. It's the bridge between heaven and earth. It's how the soul experiences, feels, and finally heals. So maybe the message for all of us is this. Your body isn't betraying you. It's protecting you the only way it knows how. And when it holds pain, it's not being stubborn. It's remembering.